For the second year running, IESE hosted an academic event to review and revise existing management theories. The first edition had an international character, while this year's event was a workshop aimed primarily at academics based in Spain. IESE Professor Josep Rosanas highlights the main concepts that were discussed in this workshop.
Well, the event we had yesterday about revising the foundations of management was the second event related with this subject. Last year we had a conference, an international conference, on what we called humanizing the firm and the management profession. The basic idea was that in the last few years or decades, management has gone from a more humanistic perspective to a not so humanistic perspective, and that we should revise that. Our idea is to have alternatively a conference, an international conference one year, and a workshop the following year, possibly in Spanish, or in Spanish, bilingual, accepting both languages. The subjects were completely different, from the incorporation of justice into organizations, a humanistic view of production, the dangers of effectiveness, ethical conflicts in a cross-cultural setting, and all that. So there were many different subjects, all of them related with humanizing the firm. When an organization focuses on effectiveness too much, well, you only get effectiveness. And by effectiveness, we mean specific pre-established results that are typically very explicit and even quantitatively measured. If you want that and you reward that, you'll get that and nothing else. Then my contention in my paper was precisely the opposite, that the organizations need to obtain qualitative results in terms of learning for the future, achieving competitive, sustainable competitive advantage and all that, that are by their own nature qualitative, and that are crucial to the organizational survival. Very often focusing very narrowly on effectiveness and specific variables and with an incentive system is the first step towards fraud. Management theory typically has not addressed directly the issue, or it has addressed it only in a very sentimental way. The issue of monotony and how to give some meaning to works that are automatic and perhaps boring. But lately, this simply doesn't happen, or it happens only in a very sentimental way, like keeping the employees perhaps a little bit less bored or something, and not to increase the meaning of the work for them. Different countries and different regions of the world have different ethical conceptions. Some countries tolerate lying much more than others, and some countries tolerate bribing much more than others. And I don't mean now from a legal point of view, I mean from a cultural point of view. The people of those countries will accept more easily, in some countries will accept more easily that someone would lie than in others. I suppose that if we ask anybody that works in an organization whether justice is important in that organization, the obvious answer is yes. In contrast, this has very seldom been included in management theories until very recently.